Hi everyone, hi friends, how are you doing? Victoria Violet here. I'm sorry if you didn't get to join me earlier to our regular reading. This is going to be a love reading, and I've already shuffled this deck just to get ahead. I haven't shuffled these two decks. We're going to be using the Romance Angels and the Whispers of Love. And let's go Libra, let's go. I am using the Universal Celtic Tarot. This is a new one. We just unboxed it, hence the plastic that's over here. Okay, let's go. I'm only going to take the first 10, and this is going to be a shorter reading. It's going to be only in reference to love. So let's see what comes out, Libra. How interesting. I'm looking down at the card because it's damaged. It's damaged somehow. And it's brand new. So that's why I'm looking at it. Interesting. I guess, oh wow. I'm going to come back to that card in a little bit. There's going to be a reason that this all comes out, Libra. But for now, let's get on with the reading. So you get the Six of Cups. That's the first card that comes out, is the Six of Cups. And I wish I could read without the glasses because they obstruct, but I understand. So you have the Six of Cups. Let's talk about that. Six of Cups is someone from the past, or perhaps you're feeling nostalgic. Perhaps you're thinking about someone or thinking about your past. I don't know, Libra. You have to tell me. I will tell you that what I'm seeing, though, is as I'm looking down, this is such a magical card and deck. That's why I chose it. I'm looking at, of course, a young woman, you know, or a child even, maybe of about 10 years old, and a young boy as well. And you can think back to your childhood or your first crush, right? They're picking up goblets. And in the goblets, they're putting, it looks like, I don't know, they look like Sprite, right? Sprite, or they look like little tiny, they're not elves, they look like Sprite, okay? And it makes me feel like they're very magical, and they're putting magic into the cups. It makes me feel nostalgic for my childhood, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm speaking in staccato. I don't mean to. It's that the way that the message is coming through, it's coming in little by little. I'm an intuitive reader. Do you remember, for those of you that are old enough to remember when, especially if you went outside at night, or if you lived in the countryside, which for a time I did. I was able to live in newly developed areas or in the country itself. And we would take our jars outside with us. You remember those days? Yeah, I remember those days. And they were called light bugs or lightning bugs, because literally they had little lights on them. And we would put them in a jar temporarily. Of course, they had holes on the top. And we put them in the jar so we could look at them, so that we could just, you know, just look at them in amazement. Because we couldn't believe that we had captured something so beautiful, and something that to us was like a fairy or a sprite, right? And so because of that, there's a lot of nostalgia. This card is bringing a lot of nostalgia with it. Someone who's either thinking of you very fondly, about the time that they shared with you, about occasions that they remember, where maybe you said something, or maybe the way you looked at them, or the way you looked even that day. Maybe it's your smile, maybe it's your eyes, maybe it's something you said, but they're thinking nostalgically about you. tonight, as I'm doing these readings, I don't have a cough, by the way. I don't have allergies today. God be praised. But twice, once during this reading and once the reading before, when I was saying something, my words wouldn't come out, and that's why I'm coughing, because it's like almost like some people call it a powder, but for us readers, it's more like somebody stepping on our trachea. Yeah, I did that for a reason, to show you the difference. You have the King of Swords here, Libra. That's who you have. A fellow air sign, or someone who comes in that's a lot more logical than you'd like for them to be. Why do I say that? Because love doesn't have anything to do with logic, and everything to do con el pecho, from the heart, from the chest. Either you feel it or you don't. Now, I will also go a step further. I will say that some love is not logical. I'm an empath, so it hits me hard. Some of these readings hit me hard. Some of these loves that you will have and experience, especially this time of year, so close to Valentine's Day, they hit hard, they hit home. But sometimes they're not at all logical. There's no logic to them. As a matter of fact, someone on a podcast, which are, I guess, fiancés, he allowed his fiancée to come on the podcast, and her comment was, if you are in a crazy kind of love where you're head over heels and you're just so into them, you should run. You should run because you're both children. And I thought to myself, I wonder why he would have put her on his podcast. As much as he loves her, she didn't express herself correctly. So I'm going to bank off of what she said. I am going to say that some of those loves are crazy loves. Some of those loves are out of this world. You can't even contemplate. Like, when you start thinking about how much or how impassionate you are about that person, or how they make you feel when you're around them, it can make you feel a level of discomfort, or giving it an afterthought, if you're a logical person and reside only in your logic, in your mind. Now, I'm going to say there's two kinds of love in that aspect that we should look at, and one of them we should look at acutely, extremely, with caution. And those are the ones that don't love you back that way, and don't express love back to you that way, and those that it's only one-sided, or leave you feeling like somebody took your legs out from under you, because it always leaves you empty in the end. Those, run, baby, run. She's right. On those, run, baby, run. But as far as feeling like you can't be passionate about your lover or your significant other, you can't feel an overwhelming amount of love for them, no, that's not true. That is not true. You shouldn't marry a paper bag, especially a brown one. So she was wrong about that. I say all that because I feel such a sense of nostalgia from that Six of Cups. I feel like this person does love you. If you've met them in the past, for those that have, they do love you. Maybe they're very poor. I hate to use that word, but what is poverty? Having to do with not being without something, being void of it, right? Okay, this person may be void because of upbringing, because of their character, because of blocks, bridges that haven't been built, roads that are blocked, brick walls. If those things have been built in the past by this person, bridges that maybe have been blown up so that they don't have to bridge the gap between themselves and the emotion they feel towards someone, it's going to be extremely hard for this person to get in touch with their feelings. Therefore, they're going to have a hard time expressing them outward to you, or even verbalizing them, because it paralyzes them, because it's paranoia, because it makes them feel discomfort. So you might have been dealing with someone in the past like that. And it's, I don't know if you're noticing, but it's hard for me to get these words out and sound coherent. So why do I say that? It's not to excuse myself, but to demonstrate to you that this is not coming from me. I read energies. So this person is feeling that, yes, they're coming to a realization, for the most part, that they need to talk. They need to express. They need to say certain things in order for this to go forward, in order for this to work, in order for them to convey the way they truly feel towards you, Libra. That doesn't mean it's easy for them. And I'm not here to pick one side or the other. Please know that. Please know that. I'm simply telling you that this person who takes your breath away doesn't find it at all easy to convey to you how they really feel. So let's move forward and away from the logical man or logical king for a while, okay? You have a Page of Cups here, and it keeps coming out. This love that so wants to come out, this love that so wants to be introduced, this love that wants to be given to you, that wants to be shown to you. It's here again. I always say that that's the start of love. It's just the affection part. It's the page. It's just the tiny, tiny taste of love. But that's what they want to give to you. That's what they would like to offer to present to you. You have the Four of Pentacles here. They know, and I apologize for the noise outside. You guys know that have been watching me. I live off of an avenue. I'm trying to fix some of that in the near future, maybe in the next couple months or so. But for now, please bear with me. It's what I have to work with. You have the Four of Pentacles. So they know that what you're looking for, Libra. They know what you're looking for. And what you're looking for is a sense of security within a relationship. Who wouldn't be? You, man or woman, cannot eat from sex alone, right? There's a sexual attraction, which we don't discount. That's part of the relationship. And while it's thriving, and it should be, we should embrace that. However, it shouldn't just be a hot and heavy passion. It should be mixed in with sprinkles of love. And this person is starting to comprehend that you're looking for a sense of security from them. Again, I'm going back into not all of a sudden I feel here and here. Again, a fear almost, a fear of not being able to express it. The Ten of Wands. How can I express it? How can I express what I don't know how to feel? How can I express what I don't know how to convey? How do I express what I want to tell you when the words won't come out? Whew. Getting chills. I feel like this person has cried because they don't understand why it's so hard. They don't understand why it's so hard for them to tell you how they feel about you, because they do feel. They do feel. Because the fear would not be there in their hearts if they didn't love you. If they felt nothing, there'd be no fear. There'd be no reason to fear. because they fear, I can sincerely tell you that they are in love with you. They don't know how to express that to you. Partly because it's fear, partly because there's words that once they come out, they can't be put back in the bottle. There's words that are going to mean something big, and if I tell you that I love you, Libra, I love you, I love you, I adore you, how am I going to live up to that? How will I ever live up to that, Libra? How will I know if I'm going to make you happy? How will I know if that's enough? How do I know if I'm going to be able to submit to the love fully and not let you down? Those are all these things that all of a sudden are crashing down around this person every time they think of talking to you. And so instead, they just hold back. And every time that they're about to tell you they love you, in the past, they've run away. They've decided to fight with you. They've decided to stay quiet. They've decided to tell you that they can't, that they don't want it, that they can't give this to you. Because the truth is that pushing you away, that stabbing you in the heart, is so much easier than conveying what they truly feel deeply inside of them. Because it paralyzes them. The fear paralyzes them. Some part is, will I be able to keep my Libra happy? And some of it is, will the Libra leave me if I tell them how I feel? Will the Libra hurt me if I tell them how I feel? Will the Libra use me if I tell them how I feel? Will I lose myself in the Libra if I tell them how I feel? Wow. This is the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. She's pregnant. I've never seen that in a Wheel of Fortune card. She's pregnant. This love is attempting to give birth. These are birthing pains that this person is feeling towards you. They're at a crossroads. They know. They know. They either have to get past all of that fear of the what ifs and understand I am in love with Libra. I have to tell the Libra, I have to make this right. I have to make this work. They know that they either have to do that and offer you the Four of Coins once and for all, or they have to just decide to allow it to die. There's only two choices that are left. Some of you Libras have been waiting for a long, long time. Some of you Libras, this is a new relationship. Regardless whether you meet someone in the near future that is showing these attributes of fear, or if it is someone from your past, they're going to be met with the knowledge that they have no choice but to tell you how they feel and step into that love, whether they fear or not, to finally make the connection with you as it was meant to happen all along. Or they're going to have to let you go completely and let those doors close. My hand hurts from holding that card. That's a lot of pain that this person carries. Six of Swords. moving these things to a new direction, to a safer direction. And also, Libra, Spirit is asking me to ask you, have you made it very safe for this person to love? Have you been, for the most part, someone who is consistent? Someone who has never told this person that you don't love them? Have you shown this person you would not walk away? Have you shown this person that you're a trustworthy person, that they can lean into this love? That they can lean into this love with complete surrender? I heard divine surrender. This person needs to know they can do that. When this person comes to you, they need to know that they can do that. The Emperor. Whether male or female coming towards you, they are your Emperor. They're trying really, really hard to step fully and be fully vested into this relationship with you, into the love with you, into the emotions that they have been keeping closed away from anybody, even themselves, because that's the truth. That is the darn truth. They were safer that way, without the emotion. Let's just keep it on the physical. Let's not go deep. Let's not overanalyze to the point of emotion. Let's just keep it the way it is, where it's safe. My heart is closed. I've zipped that part of my life away, and that's the way I want it. But the Emperor is a more mature being, someone who is a good father, a good husband, a good mate, someone who you can go to when you need to lean on a shoulder, when you need good advice. So they have to tap in to their higher self, to their more mature and more wise self, in order to give you what you need, Libra, of themselves, which is a good partner. There is a hangman. There is a hangman. So I want to say that this person, in this aspect of the Emperor, is someone who has moved forward into the enlightenment stage of their life, looking at themselves more deeply, trying to psychoanalyze themselves from the inside out, hence putting themselves in the hangman position, which allows them to have introspection, contemplation, which allows them to gather the nuggets, the golden nuggets of wisdom, so they can see how, for lack of a better term, foolish they've been at trying to keep love zipped away from them, locked away from themselves. In doing that, they were only, in essence, harming themselves. So this is giving them enlightenment as to that they have contributed to loneliness, to separation, to ostracizing themselves from a loving and a healing relationship which you offered to them in the past. Because they're starting to think about all the things that they were missing out on due to their own actions and their fear and their inaction, they're coming back around. When they do come back around, they're bringing with them the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a beautiful brand new beginning. Again, they're wanting to give you something solid. Whether you choose to bring yourself into the healing with them, and hence you too stepping out of your comfort zone and not giving into fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of, is it going to happen again? Only then will you be able to see if it's going to work or not. To see if it's going to work or not. Let's go with the romance angels and see if they have anything to give to us advice-wise, or talk to us more about. Got 3 cards. You deserve love. You are lovable. And I think this Valentine's Day is going to, or Valentine's season, if you will, I believe it's going to be a good one for a lot of us. It's going to be one that is for the ages, something you can look back on and be whimsical and nostalgic, as the Six of Cups tells us to be. I think love is in the air, Libra. I really do believe that love is in the air for you. Your next card says true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Mark Anthony and Cleopatra. Beautiful. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Is time together something that is on the horizon for you and this person? Wouldn't that be nice to share that time between 2 people that are in love? I think so, Libra. I think so. Let's look to see with the whispers of love what they have to tell us, okay? Any advice, please, Spirit? Any advice or outlook, please, Spirit? And thank you. I want this one for some reason. This is a whole flipper. Oh, wow, this one turned sideways. Okay. Let's go, Libra. Choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. I think this is for both of you. I think this is for both of you. To choose love. Choose wisely. I can't tell you to forgive someone who has hurt you a lot. That's not my right. But I can tell you that this person does love you, Libra. They do indeed. They love you. And they wouldn't be thinking about you. They wouldn't be trying to return to you if they felt absolutely nothing for you. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Remember I talked about this beautiful card that reminded me of childhood when we were picking up the light bugs and being in awe of their beauty. Look at that. Look at that. It's like the same card. It's almost like the same card. 2 small children coming together and just being loving and kind and being receptive towards one another. Isn't that what love is about? Being receptive towards one another. Don't you just love these cards, by the way? Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Ah, this is gorgeous card. Gorgeous. And I want to say that sometimes we don't give ourselves credit. We don't give ourselves credit in life. We don't give ourselves credit in a relationship. We don't give ourselves credit for having the capacity to love profoundly, deeply. Do you hear the horn? I really do believe that it's time to come together. I really do believe that Spirit wants that for you. I really do. I really, really do. Now, I can't make that decision for you, Libra. Since this card deck called to me earlier, which is Soul Connections, I'm going to take a few cards from here before we close. Anything else you'd like to tell my dear Libras? Anything else you'd like to tell Libra? Anything else you'd like to tell Libra or share with Libra? Anything else you'd like to share with Libra, please? Wow, that one just flipped completely in the deck. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go, Libra. Let's go. Your first card says intense. It's not the first time this card has come out for you guys. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. Can't make it up. So sometimes we feel like, oh, it can't be, this relationship can't be the one because it wouldn't make me feel so bad sometimes. And that's true. That's true. It shouldn't make you feel that way. But with twin flame connection, oh yeah, it can make you feel that way. And I can't help but look back onto this lovely wheel of fortune, because it is trying to start something brand new. And this person is trying to do something brand new that scares them. And they, two cards side by side. I know, I'm going backwards, it seems like. But sometimes we've got to go back just a little bit before we go forward. Two cards side by side with someone who's blindfolded. So, what do I have to say about that? It feels to me like this individual coming towards you feels like they're blindfolded. And what happens when you're blindfolded? Well, I'm going to try to give you a short analogy. Once upon a time when I was an LNA, CNA, for those that don't know what that is, it's a nurse assistant, licensed nurse assistant. And one of the things they teach you is how, because that group mostly deals with elderly, with our geriatric people population. So they give you all kinds of crazy apparatuses to put on and help you to feel what it's like to feel helpless. So one of the things is putting on big old man gloves that are, made out of leather, and then giving you things to try to pick up with those gloves, and it's very hard, and then other thing is blindfolding you and forcing you to try to find your way, because some people have low sight, low vision. Well, this person is kind of bumping along the way with the blindfold, not really knowing where they're going, because again, the thought of expressing themselves in love, romantic love, scares them. Maybe they can tell their children they love them. Maybe they can tell their mother or father, their siblings, they love them. But when it comes to telling another person of the opposite sex, I love you, I'm in love with you, scares the dickens out of them. And so they're flying kind of blind. And also it's telling us that it's a very intense relationship that they feel, an intense feeling they feel towards you. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Beautiful. Recognition. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles within this relationship. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. And that's exactly what you're looking for. And they know that. That's why I said that Four of Coins lets me know that this person understands fully now that you need something tangible from them when they come forward again, and not just bringing themselves or their body for you to share. It's more intensity. It's more of a commitment. It's more of a I'm going to be there. I'm going to be all in. Rekindle. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. And I think with that Six of Cups, that's what's trying to happen here. Spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. And I think that with the Hangman, I can truly say that is exactly what's happening with this individual. They're trying their best to become different, a better person, or a better version of themselves, so they can come into union with you. Embrace. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Will you, Libra? Will you? And that's something that the Emperor wants to know. This King of Swords, this Emperor wants to know. They want to know, is the Libra going to embrace this? Is this person that I'm so in love with, are they going to embrace this love that I have to give to them? Or will they reject it? Will they tell me no because of the past? Will they laugh in my face? If I come to them and tell them, I finally realized I'm in love with you, are they going to say, well, sorry, it's too little too late? Only time will tell if that's going to happen or it's not. One last piece of advice for the Libra, please. Thank you. This was supposed to be a short reading. One last piece of advice for this weekend for the Libra, please. And thank you for this weekend. Oh, wow. It keeps coming out, guys. Person is going through something that's ending. They want the Nine of Cups. They want their happiness. They want their cup of sunshine. Anything else you want to tell us about this weekend where this person is concerned that's interested in the Libra, please? And thank you. Yeah. Page of Cups or Knight of Cups, whichever you like to call it. Still, it's coming out as a small offering of love, this offering of affection. They really want you to know that they have this love for you. But they're also going through financial issues here. Five of Coins. They're looking towards a new beginning with you, Libra. So at least they're telling us some things that are going on with their life in order for you to understand them better. And again, you already got the Six of Cups. Now you have the Two of Cups. So for those that are not possibly in a relationship or aren't going to be in a repeat relationship, someone that comes back to you, then the Two of Cups is still in your future. So someone is coming. And they are going to offer you a real relationship. It's a substantial relationship with the Two of Cups. Whether you're going to take it and accept that, Libra, or whether you're not, whether it's somebody from the past or someone new, time will tell. But that is all happening within this Valentine season. Will you embrace it, my Libra? Or will you shun it? Will you send it away as soon as it knocks on the door? That will be your choice, my dears. I'm only here as the reader. I wish you love. I wish you nothing but beautiful love and beauty in your life and joy and forgiveness. Some people do need forgiveness. And this person, I believe, is coming in wanting to be forgiven. Does it matter if they deserve it or not? Not really. I say that because sometimes the forgiveness is for you, not for them. even though you're the one doing the forgiving, it's not really for them. It's for you. Because whether you want this person or you don't want this person, at least this way, you're going to be able to go forward in life. And possibly, if you are waiting for that new love, then Spirit will know that you're ready. This has been your reading, my Libras. I hope that you do have a Valentine, and I hope that you write in the comments if you have a beautiful date planned for Valentine's Day. Meanwhile, happy Friday, TGIF. Go forth and do great things during this weekend, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Or maybe I would. Bye, Libra.